Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're in front of the Tang Dynasty City Wall Heritage Park. So this wall has been destroyed a long time ago, so what you see behind me is just a replica. This was built in the 7th or 8th century, and part of it was the foundation for the city wall we've already seen. This city wall was about 40 kilometers long. Let's walk around this heritage park to see what the wall used to look like and what else we can see in this area. So let's go. This wall looks quite new and it doesn't seem to be as big as the city wall we've already seen. So I guess it was a lot smaller. Since this is a lot older than the other one, it probably wasn't as necessary to have such a high or large city wall. Here we've got a watchtower, and this isn't as well looked after. You can see a lot of missing paint and it looks just run down. But since it's not the original, they probably don't want to spend as much money on it compared to the other city walls. Here's a gate with, I don't know, what is it, dragons or lions or combination of both? Or it looks like angry pugs, I don't know. So over here we've got the entrance to the Heritage Park. There are some large columns that line the pedestrian street, I guess. And here there'd be some shops that would be open. Maybe it's only open on the weekend. We've got a big monument here. We've got some statues beating the drum. We've got maybe the emperor, and then we've got some wise people holding a script. And they're all very well cared for, I think. So here also got Grand Tang All-Day Mall. So they classify this as a mall. And we also got some other people playing musical instruments, like the bongo drums, I guess, and some sort of guitar, and a flute, a stringed instrument, another guitar. So I guess if it's the cultural mall, they're showing all the different instruments relating to China and all the influential people maybe. So we've still got replica of the city wall, and then in here, I don't know, we've got, maybe it's a watchtower. I don't think it's a watchtower, but anyway, it's been built on top of the city wall, and there's some horses carved out of stone or rock in front. Can we go in? It's just a shop. And you can see straight down here is the Great Wild Goose Pagoda, which if you saw in the last video, we visited there. This is barricaded off, so we can't get any closer, but we've got one giant person facing this way. So this must be the actual front of it, or maybe they have two fronts. So let's zoom in a little bit. At the top, I can't even really make out the person or anything. Not that I'd probably know. That then leads on to the mall, continuing along down here. It looks like where you'd have a flame would be on here. So this just says the name of the plaza. Yuan Plaza. I don't know what's in there. And then here it's lined with different columns with pictures and, I don't know, Chinese. So each picture is showing something different. So it's probably telling like some story about the history. So here we got dragons, and then we've got some warriors like an archer. Now I don't know if that's a drum or they're carrying something, carrying some scrolls and an umbrella for this famous person. And we've got a big sculpture in front with like a platform. So we have someone important here, the emperor maybe, surrounded by women, it looks like. So these stalls along this part are open now, but it doesn't even look like there's staff. And the shopping center keeps going for ages. It's so big. Does the mall keep going further? Yes, I can see more. I'm gonna end up back at the Xi'an temple. Wow, look at the picture on the back of this. On the back of a Dairy Queen. A sleeping panda. Wow. painting's so nice. Well, I'm sure it's not a painting, but the artwork. Oh, we've got someone interviewing SWAT, the police. Maybe I have to be careful filming. We've got a robot here. So unfortunately I wasn't able to film the robot, but they were nice. I asked the police. They weren't sure, but they just said no in the end, which that's fine. But it's a very small robot and it looks like it can walk, and it's got like a bulletproof vest with like a walkie-talkie and a loudspeaker. So I'm not sure if it actually works, or they're kind of maybe going to trial it, or what it is. But I guess it might just walk around and make announcements. But I've never seen a police robot anywhere before. Here we're, I think, at the start. We're at the Grand Tang Mall. So the mall goes for a long time, and then at the back, I guess, this is probably the start. At the back, there's a bit of a replica of the Tang Dynasty city wall. Okay, it looks like it does continue a little bit. These are all artists or calligraphers. This is Hanwan Temple. Chang'an was the political center of the country, and everyone presented themselves to the emperor at Hanwan Hall. And then behind me, you can see the Great Wild Goose Pagoda, which we have already visited. I hope you enjoyed our walk along the Grand Tang Mall and seeing a replica of the Tang Dynasty city wall. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you at the next stop. Bye for now.